What's up guys, in this build video I'm going to be showing y'all my level 100 recycler CDM build that uses the thief specialization. So this build will have anticipate plus, intercept plus, and press proven plus with tiki taka plus, and I wouldn't suggest using power shot plus on this build. But other than shooting, this build is extremely well rounded as a defensive midfielder. Of course the defending is great, the physical ability is very nice, the pace is solid, the dribbling is even pretty good for a DM, and then the passing is also really nice. So I had my teammate W use this build, and y'all have seen him use Recycler in other build videos. So let's take a look at some highlights of him using it. That was a nice interception right there.
Yeah, I don't even know how I did that. I was just there, kind of.
Yeah, just intercept plus. I just stick my leg up. Oh my gosh, W's everywhere. Foul. Oh, I'm kind of gone. She's sending. Ooh. Probably could have showed, but I'm going to tell y'all when I'm gone. Y'all just blindly send it. Bro, I should have just played you back. Got my fee or. Okay, never mind.
I think it over.
Got that with the
Flight
heel.
was so bad.
He's gonna run through. Got him. Got it in there. Nice, I got this.
Got Ginger? Like, I just want to, just get a shot top box or something. That blows.
I got him. Got that.
Yikes. Good tackle. Nice.
I just lost that shit so bad.
Stop playing.
No. Gosh.
You win those? You got me out wide? Nice.
Bro.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's my bad. That's my bad.
You can get him. Oh, shoot.
I got it.
Good. Up,
Oh,
left.
nice.
Yeah, perfect. Good tackle.
I'm gonna go to this guy.
Holy
Yeah.
We try and get a central when we can, but it's difficult. Pop another long shot. Nice tackle. Good try. Yeah, that was that 1-2 perk. I was trying to get that 1-2 perk back.
Up this guy.
I thought I had you, honestly, with that. Nice. You got me line? Watch the cutback, and then the fullback can watch the end line. And y'all basically have both ways covered, unless he, splits y'all, but... What a ball.
Ooh.
Ooh, good pass.
That's the one I wanted.
Wow, first time.
You're good. Ooh, right here, this one. Yep.
Let's go.
Good pass back. That's the perfect pass right there. As y'all could see in that gameplay, W was racking up the interceptions with intercept plus and the stand tackles with anticipate plus. So let's go over the perks first, and then we'll go into the specialization, the height and weight, play styles, and the attributes. So the first perk that you get on Recycler is press and pass. Win the ball in the defensive half to gain a short boost to short passing, reactions, and vision. And then physical passer, shield the ball for an opponent in the defensive half to boost balance, short passing, and aggression. And this one will be nice to activate with the press proven plus on this build. Then this is the thief specialization, which allows you to use anticipate plus on this build so you can have 2 defending playstyle plus. And then it gives you the quick fix perk, which is very good for a defensive midfielder. Get a boost in acceleration, standing tackle, and strength when your team loses the ball in the middle third. So this build has 92 acceleration on it. So when this perk is activated, you'll end up with 97 acceleration. And then the stand tackle and strength are both at 94. So when it's activated, you'll have 99 standing tackle and 99 strength. And then the unlock criteria for this specialization is 90 interceptions, a minimum of 90 interceptions, 90 defensive awareness, and 92 standing tackle. Let's go over the height and weight for this build. It's listed at 6 foot, 143 pounds, and you'll see all the attributes on this page are getting affected by this height and weight, but I really like it because you're getting a boost in acceleration, agility, and sprint speed, which are 3 of the most expensive attributes to upgrade. So the acceleration and sprint speed are maxed on Recycler at 90, and this height and weight is going to bump it up +2 for both. So you'll have 92 acceleration, 92 sprint speed, and then the agility is going to go up to 94. And I think that's maxed out on Recycler as well at 92. That's just going to bump it up even higher to 94, which is going to help a lot defensively, not just when you're on the ball. The balance is maxed out at 92, I believe. That's going to go down 2 to 90. And then the jumping is maxed out at 90. That's the highest you can get on Recycler, but then that's going to go down to 88. And then even the strength is maxed out. I think 96 is the max for Recycler, but that's going to go down to 94. So all these attributes right here are actually the highest you can get on Recycler. And this build will have the controlled acceleration type, which is really nice as a defensive midfielder. And if you're looking for a Recycler build to use in like competitive as a defensive midfielder, this will be great because it does fit like those 6 foot, 182 centimeter requirements that a lot of leagues and tournaments have. This is the playstyle setup that W sent me. So of course there's the Anticipate Plus that you get with the Thief Specialization. And I believe when you first make this build, you're going to have to switch from Driver to Thief. You'll have to go over to that Specializations tab and click on Thief, because Driver is like listed first for Specializations, and this build fits the requirements for Driver. So make sure you switch it to Thief when you first make this build. So we had the Anticipate Plus with the Intercept Plus, and then you have Tiki Taka Plus and Press Proven Plus. And again, you are not going to want to use Power Shot Plus on this build. Tiki Taka Plus and Press Proven Plus will be way better. And then at the bottom, notice that our club has pinged and long ball for facilities. So that's what we were using while he was using this build. And it's not a big deal if your team, your club isn't going to have these exact facilities. I don't base my builds off facilities. You can really do whatever you want with facilities, and this build will be great. Even if you're playing like rush and drop in and facilities don't work there, it's still going to be solid. Because again, I don't base my builds off of them. And this build will be able to use pinged and long ball just normally. You don't need the facilities to use pinged and long ball. So he had Incisive Pass, Inventive, Jockey, Aerial Fortress, Quick Step, Bruiser, Slide Tackle, First Touch, and Tentacle. And you're definitely going to want at least pinged on the build. So again, if your club's not going to have these facilities, you'll want to put pinged on instead of like probably Slide Tackle, Aerial Fortress, Technical. You could do First Touch, and same for long ball. If you want to have better long balls, you could put that on for one of those. You can also take off Inventive if you don't do a lot of fancy passes, Travella passes, or dinked passes. Personally, if I was using this build, I would definitely want pinged and long ball on the build. So I would probably take off like Technical, Slide Tackle, or Aerial Fortress to get those two on the build. I like Inventive personally. Some other options, there's really not much that I would suggest personally that I would use. The only other one that I would probably try is Enforcer, but you really don't even need it. Like I was saying, our club was using the long ball and pinged pass facilities while he was using this build, so I wanted to show y'all this facility setup. The 3-star low driven drill, which gives long ball, +5 balance, +5 vision. The 3-star passing coach, which gives pinged, +5 long pass, +5 short pass. And then the last 100K was on the 1-star sports psychologist, given +2 aggression and +2 composure. But again, you do not need these exact facilities. It's time to go over this attributes page. So starting on skill moves and weak foot, this build just has 3-star skills, but if you like skill and utilizing 4-star skills as a defensive midfielder, you definitely could do that. Honestly, if I was using this build, I would actually really like that. You'd probably need to take off maybe like a little bit of the curve. You could take off that one slide tackle, just lower it down to 80, or you could take off all the slide tackle upgrades. I believe on Recycler, it starts at 75. And if you have silver slide tackle, that's still going to be good. All you need is 75 slide tackle to use the silver slide tackle playstyle. Or you could take off like a little bit of dribbling attributes. It's up to you guys if you want the 4-star skills, but it's definitely not necessary as a DM. And then we did go for a 5-star weak foot on this build. You could go for a 4-star, but I think at level 100, you might as well just go for a 5-star weak foot because it's going to help with all your passes as a defensive midfielder. And then starting on the physical attribute, so 80 stamina in order to use quick step, Make sure you do that. Then the aggression is at 94. The strength is maxed out at 96, but remember there's the -2 from the height and weight effect. That's lowering it down to 94. And then 90 jumping is also maxed out, but that's getting lowered down to 88 because of the height and weight. And then the height and weight is boosting the acceleration and sprint speed, as I was saying, +2 each. So it's maxed out at 90 on Recycler, but it's actually going to be 92 acceleration and 92 sprint speed when you get into a game. Then the last two attributes that are getting affected by the body type are agility and balance. So the agility is going to go up +2 to 94, and then the balance is going to go down to 90. And then the reactions are at 94, which helps defensively, not just when you're on the ball. Same as agility, helping a lot defensively, like changing directions, cutting, and jockeying and stuff like that. Then this build has 89 ball control, 89 dribbling, and 90 composure. So very solid dribbling attributes for a defensive mid. No upgrades to scoring, of course. And then for passing, there's 89 vision, 89 short pass, and 89 long pass. That's very solid. And then some upgrades to curve, getting the curve up to 84. And then over here on defending, you'll see the 94 interceptions, and then the 94 defensive awareness and stand tackle. And remember, with that thief perk, the stand tackle can go up to 99, as well as the strength when that perk is activated, and then the acceleration will go up to 97. And then the last upgrades are on slide tackle, getting it up to 81. Then finally, this is what the attributes look like with the club facility boost. So +5 to vision, short pass, and long pass, getting them up to 94. +5 to balance for 97, but with the -2, it was just 95 in game for him. And then +2 to composure and aggression, so 92 composure and 96 aggression. So there y'all go. This is one of the most complete CDM builds in the game. Let me know in the comments what you think of this build. Give it a try. Hit that like button on this video for me, and then make sure you are subbed to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one.